Hello! Today I'm going to work with you on calculating the volume of a sphere. Again, it's an 8th grade geometry standard. 8, G9 I guess is standard for it. We're going to be working on calculating the volume of a sphere. We're not going to focus in this video on why the formula is the way that it is. Hopefully you will have seen something or it has been explained to you why this formula is 4/3 pi r cubed. Okay, so I am just going to focus on calculating, going from here to the answer with you. Okay, and again, we're dealing with a shape that's circular in nature. So here's pi. You'll see that time and time again. Even in physics, when it's dealing with circular motion, you often deal with the value of pi. So we'll go over a couple problems with you today, and should be it. What you should have is something to write with, something to write on, and of course, at this point in time, have a trusty calculator. All right. All right, so let's just go ahead and do we'll calculate one together. Let's say we're going to calculate the volume of a sphere which has a radius of, let's go with 3 inches, which is reasonable. 3-inch radius means it's a 6-inch diameter. Okay, so let's find the let's find the volume of this sphere with a radius of 3 inches. Obviously, you're gonna write out the formula. Pi, push pi back to the end. Radius cubed, 3 cubed, and then pi. So that's what the calculation should look like. I'd like to see you write it out that way. Okay. 3 cubed is not 9. 3 cubed is 27. So we've got 4/3 times 27 times pi. And again, do all this. You don't have to just sit there hugging your calculator and crunching the numbers on every step. You don't have to do that. Look what I've done. Now that I've simplified this, I can now simplify this part. I can now take the 27, divide it by 3, and have 9 remaining. And 9 times 4 is going to be 36. So look, I've done all the calculations with relatively little effort, and I'm down to 36 pi as my final calculation. So 36 times 3.14, it's 113 400ths. And again, volume is units cubed. Where do the cubic units come from? Well, they come from this right here. So this is really cubed. 27 cubic inches. Okay, so there you have it. That's the way to do it. I recommend you doing it this way, and obviously leave pi till the very end. Last part of the calculation. Ooh, how about this? We got a soccer ball. Radius for a soccer ball, I'm guessing, probably 5 inches. Soccer balls maybe 10 inches across. So let's go with that. So let's go ahead and find the volume of this sphere. This sphere is a soccer ball. And look, it has more geometric shapes on the outside. Interesting. All right. So we have that. We have the measurement that we need. Volume equals 4/3 r cubed pi. R is over here. It's 5 cubed pi. 5 cubed is 5 times 5 is 120. 5 times 5 is 25. Times 5 again is 125 pi. All right, I don't see any quicker way to simplify this. So at this point, I'm going to drag out the calculator, and then on the calculator, this is what I do when I have this situation. And you're going to have this a lot of times on the assignment. What I'm going to do is in the calculator, I'm going to multiply 125 times 4 and then divide it by 3. Okay? So that's the way I would probably recommend you calculating this also. So 125 times 4 is equal to 500. And then divided by 3 will equal, 166.666666. So it's 166.66, and then pi. I'm not going to worry so much about this repeating decimal because we are approximating, because for pi we're going to use 3.14. Okay, so the last calculation will be 166.66 times 3.14. It's going to equal 523.33. And in this case, I believe I had said it was inches, so we have cubic inches. So, hey, Billy, my soccer ball doesn't have enough air in it. How much does it hold? I don't know. Oh, yes, you do. It holds 523 cubic inches of air. Not really, because it gets compressed and it holds more, but that's a different story. Okay. All right, we have one last sphere to look at. This one here, I do believe. Oh, there you are, my sphere. My long-lost sphere. Let's do that. All right. Okay, let's do this. Last one together. All right, so I am going to write in front of my face that R equals 6 centimeters. Okay? The reason I do that is so I don't just, quickly I see a number and then plug it in. We don't need the diameter, and that's the value that's been listed for us. Okay? We need the radius, and there we have the radius. Okay? So I'm going to move the diagram and get into the calculation right now. All right, here we go. All right. So volume is equal to 4/3 pi r cubed all right, and I'm going to plug in the values. I got 4/3. I'm going to move pi to the back end. R cubed is going to be 6 cubed. 6 cubed. Again, I'm following the order of operations and all that. 6 cubed. 6 times 6 times 6 equals, it's 216. Okay. Now I know that 216 is divisible by 3, but you know what? At this point, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do what I did in the last example. I'm going to take 216, multiply it with 4 on the calculator. Looks like it's 864. Then I'm going to divide it by 3. And that'll tell me how many pi this is. So it's 288 pi. And again, I got that by multiplying these two values and then dividing by 3. That's how I simplified it. Okay, so 288 times pi. Pi is 3.14 for us. 904.32. And the units that we were working with in this case were centimeters. So it would be centimeters cubed. So this sphere here, that's 12 centimeters across, would hold about 904 little cubic centimeters within. It's pretty close, pretty good answer. All right, so just to remind you, we worked with calculating the volume of a sphere, And this is the formula, and now you know what to do. Thank you.